Hello, I'm Ivan Boyer. I'm showing you the framing work of my niece's dollhouse I'm making. Well, first I started off with measuring like how high I wanted it. Take my tape measure and everything. Show you how I did it. And I did like first I did like how high I wanted this. So I said, well, so she don't bang her head when she's trying to play with her dolls. I did 3 foot right there. So then I figured, all right. I took the how big this piece right here is, which is 2 inches. Took 2 inches off either side. So you gotta take 4 inches off in order to get this to be exactly 3 feet. So when I cut this, I cut it. What did I cut it at? Well, just measure it. 32. So when I put these 2 pieces on it, it'd be 3 foot. And then I did that whole front, and then I framed this way. And this one, I forget what I put it exactly at. I put it at 3 foot too. So it's 3 foot by 3 foot all the way around. And then to make it sturdier, what I did is you can see that right here, I cut some 45s. So now it can't sway side to side. So now it's like hooked together. See, it's not swaying as bad. And I did the same thing here to connect it to the bottom, and then I did it on the other side too. When I put these pieces right here in, I did the same thing. Took them together. And I did right here too, so that the floor didn't go side to side. I did all kinds of 45s all through here just to give it extra stability. And then when I did this piece right here, what I did is I went from here, and I didn't want to overhang on this because it's just a dollhouse, right? Plus an overhang, I'm gonna have my plywood going up like this, and I'm gonna cut a piece that goes as kind of like a triangle. I'm gonna stick it in there so that overhang comes up over, and it's gonna be flat and flush, so it keeps going straight like this. So I'll show you that. I'll get my level up and I'll show you that. Well, no, actually I'll get my square out. Cause you see how the angle is right there? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece that keeps this angle at this, and I'm going to have it come out to here. So when I run my shingles across the top, because I'm running cedar shakes across the top for shingles, that it's going to stick out just enough where it's going to, so I can I'm going to put a board up here, and I'm going to cut out my niece's name in it, Kara. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another board, put it here, I'm going to paint it green, paint it orange. And then her name is, the lettering that I'm going to cut out of the board is going to be green, so it sticks out. And then the reason why I'm making the roof hang over more is so that board doesn't look weird sitting there. And then what happens is, like this roof right here, how I did this is I took my board and set it there like that, and I was like, all right. So I took it like this, and I had my angle finder, and it's over there. What you do, you set on top here, and it tells you it sets like this and has like an arrow. It points like it always stays flat. So when the thing's sitting like this, it's made so it stays pointing where like it's flat. But what happens is the thing's sitting like this, the arrow will point like this because obviously it's at an angle. And if you put it straight on the ground, it's going to stay 90. So like that, and you tied your ankle, and then your angle that you needed, and I cut it off with my compound miter saw. And then what I did is I took another angle right here for support, because if you push down on this, that if you just put a nail through there, you can bend it eventually, right? So what I did is I cut another angle right here, and I left it right here so that it has nowhere to go. It can't go down anymore. And then what I did here is I just nailed it like that, because that's not going to go anywhere. No matter how much you push, it's just going to stay right here anyways. So you got that. And then I did my floor parts. I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Like, when I go to put my floor on it, see how I have these angles right here, right? On the inside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of 2x4, and I'm going to set it like this, and then I'm going to put a couple more across here. And then my plywood should sit right on these angles on the inside, so that I can just nail it to that, and you don't have to worry about nothing because it's going to stay right there. And then when I put my other plywood on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of them perfectly square, and I'm going to cut it so it's halfway in on this. So it's only going to go halfway on this. So when I do my angle part, it goes across here. I'm going to cut it halfway so that it, you know, I have somewhere to nail to here. Because if I just put that piece of plywood from the bottom all the way up to here, when I go put my angle piece on, that comes like, because this side will be flat and this will be the angle, then I had nowhere to nail. And that wouldn't look good because it would push in some. So what I do is I cut from the bottom to here for the top, and then I'll set my other piece down to here, and it'll be flat. And I'll do that same thing on the other side. This one, I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my plywood, and right from here I'm going to run another piece going across here, another piece, and I'm going to have that angle. I'm going to take my my table saw, and I'm going to run a piece just like this size, run through there, so that the top piece is at an angle like that, just like this, and then I'm going to cut it on the edge, on the other side, kind of with the same kind of angle as this piece is. So when I set it in here, it's going to be perfect. It's perfectly going to be lined up with these pieces right here. So then when I go to put my roof on, I won't have to worry about nothing. And then I can also nail my plywood up to here, right here, and I'll be all set. So that's kind of how I'll show you how to do it. And really, all those 45s really make this rugged. You never have to worry about the kid breaking this. All right. I tell you, it can hold 200 pounds, no problem. All right. But I can sit there and do this and all that stuff all I want, and it's not doing anything. It squeaks a little bit because that's where the nails are moving a little bit, but it's not going to break on you. And all them dolls they make now that you buy in store are crap. They're going to break. Any kid can break it. My niece, when she was a baby, like when she was first born, could have broke those. You know, kids, they're not going to be gentle with something. They're going to toss it around, beat it. You know, back in the old days, they used to make toys where they were rugged, and that's why you see a lot of the old toys lasting. Nowadays, they make these throwaway toys. You know, really, all you do is just literally, you can just drop it on the ground and it breaks. Now, this one, it's going to last her lifetime. Her kids are going to have it. Her kids are going to have it. Then their kids, and then theirs, and theirs, and theirs. And it's going to become a family heirloom somehow. Even though I'm making it, I don't think it's going to become one. But you know what? That's the way everything used to become, because somebody in the family made it. So, anyways, this is how you do it. I made this out of pine because I had some boards. I planed all the boards down. You know, I went from having 2x6s, cut them down to what I wanted. You know, the 2x2s. And then I planed them down, and they're actually a little bit under 2x2s because I planed them. Made them nice, you know, look, the wood's beautiful. And it's nice and flat because that's what planer isn't just for making things beautiful. I'll tell you exactly what it's for. It's for making boards nice and even and flat. But then the side effect is that it does make things beautiful. So, really, the main job of a planer is to flatten a board out and make it straight. You know, and get rid of all the curves and stuff in it. And anyways, so I made this beautiful and everything, and I'm going to finish this up, do all this paint job on it. After that, I'm going to do some little trim work on the inside. I'm going to make like a little upstairs in here and make rooms. I've already made some furniture for it off my bandsaw. I'll show you that later on in another video. And everything. And this is going to be her Christmas gift. Between my mom and I. My mom's going to do the painting. I don't like painting. I like building. Finish work, I don't like painting itself. I like doing lacquer and stuff like that. Because I like the color of the wood itself. Mom does the painting part of it. I don't like painting. But the lacquer part I can do. When I do lacquer or shellac or something like that, I can do that. Because I can get a real nice finish off from that. But I'm just not good with like, oh yeah, you gotta wait and you can't get that color on top of that color. And no. With lacquer, it's all one color, so you don't have to worry about it, so you can just do your thing. So anyways, I'll show you how it comes out later on. Yeah, and watch for video number 2. And I'll have my furniture for video number 2 that I made. And then video number 3, that'll be the finished product of how this is. And for all you woodworkers out there, enjoy this little tip, and yeah, have fun with your tools. You know, they're not just for doing stuff around the house. They're you know, you can have to do something fun like this for, you know, with that. So anyways, I'm Ivan Boyer, and enjoy the video.